to show you how to make your own dressings. It's really, really straightforward. All you really need is some olive oil and something acid, yeah? Okay? So whether it be white wine vinegar, red wine vinegar, balsamic vinegar, lemons, limes, I've even made it with orange juice, okay? So you can really experiment and play about with it. Now this is a great one that I learned when I was working for James Ministry Food. Still deliver the courses here at the Fulcrum Kitchen as well. And all you need is a jam jar, so it's a jam jar dressing. So I'm going to show you 3 very simple dressings, and then I'm going to show you how we actually dress the salad as well, and a few little pointers around that. But get involved, you're going to save yourself some money because you're not going to be buying jars of dressings, you're going to be making your own, and it'll go a lot further as well, okay? So, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a very, very simple balsamic dressing. And all you need, like I say, is a jam jar, clean jam jar, and then olive oil. Now I'm using olive oil, I'm using extra virgin olive oil. Don't use extra virgin olive oil for your cooking, use it for your salad. It's got a lovely peppery taste to it, but also it's from the first pressing of the olives, yes, so it's the really good quality stuff. If you haven't got extra virgin olive oil, you can just use normal olive oil, okay? And I've used olive oil in the past and it works just as well, okay? But for this we're using extra virgin olive oil, and in here I've actually got 6 tablespoons worth. So I'm just going to pour it in to my jar, like so. There's nothing difficult about this, guys, trust us, yeah? But honestly, it's going to make your salads really sing, and also it's going to save you the money as well. So, 6 tablespoons of oil, and then I've got 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, okay? So pour that in, and you can see there, guys, that sort of split. Now, going back some years, probably in the 90s, I remember there was shops called Oil and Vinegar. It was all the rich people were going out, buying their oils, buying the vinegar, and having little tapas plates with bread for people to dunk in and stuff. That's what it used to look like, yeah? But once you've got your oil in, and you've got your acid, your vinegar, yeah? Oh, a little bit of seasoning. So we'll have a little bit of pepper in there. And then a little touch of salt. Pop your lid on. Make sure it's unsecure. And just shake it up. Okay, and it emulsifies, so you've got a lovely dressing there, okay? And that's your balsamic dressing. Now, that'll keep in the fridge. You might start to separate stuff, but I keep mine up there for 3 to 4 days in the fridge, and just use a little when you need it, yeah? Pop it back in the fridge, it'll separate, give it another shake, and you're good to go again. So that's balsamic dressing. Now, there's 6 tablespoons of oil, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. It's made quite a lot of dressing there, so you can half the recipe, you can quarter the recipe. But a general rule of thumb is 3 parts oil, 1 part acid. So whatever acid you choose to use, 3 parts oil, 1 part acid. So it's 3 tablespoons of oil, it's 1 tablespoon of acidity, okay? So balsamic vinegar goes really, really well with tomatoes. Like I say, we've got a lot of tomatoes heading out at the moment. Really simple tomato salad, a little bit of basil perhaps, some mozzarella cheese, and that'll go really, really nice. Dead straightforward. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is a little yogurt dressing. Okay, so I've got here some natural yogurt. Now this is going to be fun because I've got to get that into there. So we'll see. So natural low-fat yogurt where possible. And for this one, if you like, you can use white wine vinegar, or the recipe also says red wine vinegar. But try and experiment, and each time you do it, you'll get a different flavour. This is the only exception to the rule, so we're not using 3 parts oil, 1 part acidity on this one, okay? And again, we'll put the recipes up on Facebook at the end. In with your oil, and then in with some red wine vinegar. A little touch of seasoning, so some salt in there, some pepper, salt and pepper, lovely. Lid on again. There, you look at that already, okay? Give it a shake up. And then you've got a lovely yogurt dressing. How simple is that? Really, really good, really tasty, nice and fresh. This would go lovely if you've got some nice crisp cos lettuce, and you could also have some chicken. So if you have a Sunday dinner, some shredded chicken, you can shred that on there. It's almost like bordering on like a Caesar. You could put some chopped anchovies or something in there as well. That would be really, really nice. So just experiment again, but it's a nice light dressing. You could even try it with things like creme fraiche as well, give it a go. Or if you're doing like a Mexican inspired sort of salad, try it with a bit of sour cream as well. So we've got our balsamic and we've got our yogurt. So the next one I'm going to do is a little bit of a take on classic sort of French dressing, yeah? So again, 3 parts oil, 1 part acidity. So my olive oil in like so. And then I'm using white wine vinegar for here. This is my acidity. So in with the white wine vinegar. And then I've just got some garlic. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to grate a bit of garlic into my dressing. You can finely chop this if you want. You don't have to use a microplane. Give it a little bash on there. There's my spoon. So yeah, Euros start tonight, the football's on, get yourself out in the garden, have a lovely fresh salad, get people around, really tasty, nice and healthy as well. Oil, vinegar, garlic, Dijon mustard, okay? Now, I've tried this and I've used other mustards. Whole grain works really well. You can even, you don't tell anyone, use a little bit of English mustard, that works nice well, but it's a nice fiery heat. This is a little bit milder, so in with our Dijon mustard, and then again a little touch of pepper and a little touch of salt, like so. Again, these will keep in the fridge for a few days. Just watch obviously the date on your yogurt or your creme fraiche or whatever you might be using. But yeah, so you've got them in the fridge and they'll last you. Give it a good mix up. And you see again, it emulsifies, you've got a lovely dressing. So that's a nice classic sort of French vinaigrette dressing, if you like. So very, very quickly there, I mean that's took less than what, 5 minutes say. You've got balsamic, you've got French dressing, and you've also got a yogurt dressing. Now, I want to show you how to dress a salad. Because believe it or not, I know this sounds daft, but it's quite easy to get wrong. So I've got some nice leaves here. So it's mixed leaves, some rocket in there. You can use whatever you want. I'd say if you want a bit of crunch, try go old school, use a bit of iceberg or some cos, romaine lettuce or whatever. These are absolutely delicious. Nice and delicate leaves. Pea shoots are looking good at the moment as well. I saw a nice selection of them. They're delicious for like, if you have them with like some new potatoes and what have you. So, you take your leaves, pop them in a bowl, and here's the key. I think I'm going to go for my French dressing, yeah? Don't drown your leaves. Okay, if you're tempted to put more and more dressing in, all you're going to do, yeah, it's just going to become limp, it's going to become soggy, it's not going to be nice, yeah? And the key to this as well is do not dress your salad, okay, until the very last minute. Because the acid from the vinegar, it'll just make, again, your leaves go sort of dark and limp and not particularly great. So just do it at the last minute. You've got it anyway, sit on the side, room temperature, you've got your friends, family, communities round, you've got your salad, you're ready to go. Take seconds. Just take your dressing and just gently drizzle a bit over. And as I say, less is more. Don't go daft, don't be pouring it all in. That's going back in the fridge, that's going to keep, yeah? Now you can sort of just move it around the bowl if you like, but don't get your hands in crunching it because you're going to bruise the leaves, yeah? Use your fingertips, okay? Just gently turn it and feather it around like so. And you're just gently teasing the leaves and just giving them a little bit of dressing, a little bit of a caress there. It's almost like just put a little glaze on them, but if you have a look there now, we've got a lovely dressed salad. Now, the French one as well that we did, so the French dressing vinaigrette, if you like, works really well with potatoes and a little bit of mint in there if you want. Green beans, you know, you can just sort of blanch off some green beans so they still retain the colour and the crunch, and then serve them with some new potatoes, a nice little bit of salmon on the side. You've got a little bit of salad there, or again some chicken, or just make it vegetarian. Very, very simple, guys. You've got 3 dressings there. You've also got a lovely dressed salad, very delicately done, and that's it.